What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. We got Superstar Joe and we got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good. You?
Not bad, not bad. Oh my God, he's off the screen. Everything. There it is. Guys, if you have not already, be sure to become a superstar. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell notification. You'll know when we post. We post at random times sometimes. And you'll know every single time that a video comes on. You're going to have a good time because we're posting every single day. And we're talking about VEVE, money, and all that good stuff all the time. So, guys, become a superstar.
Join the
family. If you want, follow us on Twitter. We're active there all the time, every single day. Instagram and TikTok, we use those for giveaways. You'll go there, you'll see a lot of the user submitted stuff, really fun stuff. If you have anything you want to submit, send it through the DMs. We'll post it, we'll give you credit. It's really fun, so go check that out. And if you want to follow us on VEVE, we got Fastos 6909 for 9.9 million. There's our logo, Superstar Money, no underscores, no funny business. We got the OG username there, so you can find us over there. I'm going to flip it over here for a second. So I should
join a Spider-Man wall so I can do this.
Yeah, exactly. So let me pull up the Pairology website, because if you did not know, we have a contest closing tomorrow that Pairology is donating a Captain America Ultra Rare. All you have to do is go to the Pairology World Community, which is community.pairology.world. Go to clubs, find Superstar Money, go here. You can see a bunch of people joined in the last 24 hours. We got Room to Rock. No credits left. Amy, Crypto Superhero, Diamond Ink OC, NFTacular, Homer the Happy Dancer, Denise Maz, Boone, Bodo Sani, Blinky Blink. I love that name. OCB NFT and VEVE themselves have joined Pairology World. Okay, guys. So VEVE themselves are on Pairology World.
What's the total number right now? What are we at?
We have 151 members, guys. And to enter the giveaway for tomorrow, all you got to do is go over to topics, hit April giveaway #1, and post a GIF. That's all we want to do. There's been another funny one on here. I don't know if you saw it yet.
We had another one on top of ours.
I don't know if you saw it yet, Rob. I think it's on page 4. I'm going to show you guys quickly, but I got to get into the news. There, look at this one.
Oh, dollar bill. We're going way back on the videos.
This is an OG video, not even VEVE related. But
I love it. I love it. Superstar Diamond Ink. I love it.
Diamond Ink OC, fantastic. Look at that hair. Look at the hair.
I love it.
God.
I love it.
Ridiculous. I gotta do my hair. I gotta get a haircut. But my barber's on vacation. Do you believe it? Who goes on vacation now?
I need mine on Sunday.
But let us get into the news. I'm gonna do it quick here, guys, because we got lots to talk about. Moon Knight today dropped 2 drops, 2 collectibles per drop. I didn't get the first one. I went for it. And the second one, I ended up going for it after there. I was like, you know what? I saw the ultra rare on the first one. The ultra rare on the first one went for over $50. And I thought I had a 1 in 4 chance. It would have been cool to get an ultra rare, but I got 2 commons, and I saw you could still buy it like an hour after the drop. While the store was open, you could still buy, or while the marketplace was open, you could still buy it in the store. It was crazy.
You were tempted. You couldn't help it.
I sold them both at a loss. I ended up basically losing 1 for free. But it is what it is. I'm that guy who buys it and then sells it for below market.
Well, so, I stayed out of it. I mean, the drops right now. I mean, we talk about it all the time. All these pressures right now in the market. That's why I just stayed out of it. Unless it's a really low mint. Yeah, or something that I know. If it's a golden moment, I'm going for it. 100% for it, right? It's
okay. I got my MCP points for paying the store.
Hey, new episode tonight. New episode of Moon Knight tonight. I'm excited for it.
If you guys are watching it, they posted something on VEVE here about it, and then also we got a new Inhumans comic, and it's the first appearance of White Widow. So I'm not too familiar. I think Rob knows a little bit.
I think I'm gonna look it up right now. I think she's the Black Widow's sister. I think.
The Seeker Rare is so fire. It says I'm the Black Widow, and it's just like a silhouette. So fire. So fire. It's right there.
Yeah, that's her. That's her. Yeah, no, it is pretty nice, that black cover. But yeah, she's pretty like popular right now in the MCU. In a way, she's almost like Black Widow's replacement. So the fact it's an FA of her, it might have some pretty good future potential. We were saying maybe it's going to be a C rank, but I feel like he's going to put it at a B just because of that current MCU role as well as future. I think. I don't know.
But we got Peggy Carter sitting in C, right? So I don't know. We'll see. Depends. I don't know how he does it. Maybe you're right. Maybe because it's more relevant, more current, it might get there. Yeah. So I'm gonna get right into it, Rob. I'm gonna get into the details of what the title is. It's about the Recur versus VEVE stuff.
Big news.
Recur drops this yesterday night. It was huge. Recur global cash out is here. Now you can cash out your funds in 84 countries across 6 continents. Wherever you are, you're just a click away. Read more here and drop your flag in the comments. Let's see you. So basically, they're coming at VEVE saying, look, we got cash out everywhere, and
global,
and it's global. And VEVE has previously said that this was the hurdle for MTL, the multi-country cash out. So they kept saying like, oh, all these other platforms, they only have 1 country or 2 countries. They can only do it in the US. That's why they're able to cash out. We want to do it everywhere. Now you got Recur doing it everywhere. And this is a good thing in a way, because this proves that it's possible to have global cash out in the space, something that can be achieved. So it's good for the space. It's good for VEVE at the end of the day.
So the moment I heard this, and by the way, one thing to add, it's a $25 flat fee, not 10%.
Which,
so, right. So the moment I heard this, I had a very different impression. I know people were going nuts, fudding it like crazy, like, oh, look at VEVE, they taking so long. But like when I saw this, I'm like, they just proved it's possible. So if you were a VEVE fan and you had any concerns that VEVE could not deliver on this, we now know it's possible. Now, I don't know about you, but if you have a task to do something and you know someone's done it before and someone's accomplished it, they just gave you a baseline. We now have a baseline of a $25 flat fee and global on 86 countries that obviously got the approval.
Yeah.
Right? We know some countries are going to be restricted, but those 86 countries that got it are not restricted. Yeah. So if anything, the confidence level that VEVE can now pull this off is actually higher, because now the team at VEVE themselves saw their competitor pull it off.
So I think the one thing though with the price, and we're not going to tell VEVE how to run their business, what to do. Their 10% fee might be what their MTL provider is allowing for them to make profit. I don't know what their deals are in the background, and I don't really care, because I think VEVE does have the premium collectible space. I think that their IP is bigger right now. It's more developed at this point. They have the AR, all that stuff that we know. So I think they can afford to charge a little bit more for cash out, just because they are that machine that has Disney and has all these big IPs.
Yeah, like we talk about Recur versus VEVE, right? So okay, now we know cash out's possible. Big problem with VEVE. Recur's done it. Now VEVE's going to have to match.
Yeah.
However, if you want to pull up my screen,
okay.
Like we're not part of these other NFT projects. We're not part of Recur, and we're not part of HRO. Now, one person can say, well, it's good to diversify. I mean, when I'm in diversifying investments, I have investments well beyond the NFT space. But in terms of the NFT space, it's already super speculative. I want to go for the one that I think is the highest quality. I want to do well in the NFT product that I think is the highest quality. What drew me to VEVE out of all of these other NFT projects that are available was the Disney IP and the AR functionality, as well as that metaverse hybrid. So I know Recur, for example, like, again, we're not users.
They have IP.
Right?
They have IP, but they don't have other things that VEVE has.
Well, let's look at the IP. Okay. Hello Kitty. I'm pretty sure VEVE on a presentation back in like 2019 had Hello Kitty there too. So this is, like, it's just like, we know Disney isn't necessarily exclusive, but I feel like if any other of these projects had Disney, they'd be advertising it too, but they're not. So you got Star Trek.
Yeah.
Right. Star Trek's already there on VEVE. So there's some overlap. There's double licensing now.
Yeah.
Okay. And
that's one that's dropped already, the NFTU, and we've seen it. It's almost like a Top Shot type of thing, where it's like a clip. It's not the same type of collectible. You don't get that feeling. At least I don't get the feeling that it's like something that you want to hold on to and show off. I mean, it's a little clip. I can pull up a clip. I get it. It's the same argument people say with a screenshot, but like, it's hard to display a VEVE NFT as a screenshot, just because there's so many layers to it, the AR aspects, all that stuff. So I don't know. I feel like the NFT display on Recur might not be as intriguing to myself as VEVE. So that's one reason why we're pro VEVE.
Well, I'd still prefer a VEVE with Disney IP, Marvel IP, and the AR functionality, which probably, I don't think Recur has that capabilities. I think it's more like a video, right? It's a video.
Like so far.
Let us know below, because we're not Recur users.
We're not on there. So if you see a Superstar Money on there, we're not on there.
We're not on there. So
the other one that's popular right now is HRO. I see you got the tab there. Might as well show it off. And we're not on here either, but there is a Superstar Money on there. So be careful. If anybody DMs you from there, it's not us. We're not on here. But this is another thing. This one here It has great interface, great website, great idea to have a physical linked to digital. But for me, the IP is singular. It's DC. It's DC only. I don't know how far that stretches. I think it's a big IP, but I don't know if it's the biggest IP. And I don't know. Like, it's a cover of Action Comics #1 or whatever it is. It's not the actual comic book. To me, it doesn't have the same feel. So that's why I'm not in here.
Yeah, and I was just about to say, like, this one here, same thing. Like, it doesn't have. It's a card. And it's kind of cool that you're linking the physical and the digital.
That's cool.
But the IP itself, and as well as not having that AR capability, it's a card. It's just a card. I don't know where they're going to take this. These projects may take this to virtual reality and augmented reality, which for me, augmented reality will be the true metaverse in the future, not virtual reality.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay, augmented reality is really the key thing here. I still prefer a VEVE that can't cash out, that has a bot problem, that has the issues we've discussed previously in the videos. I'd rather have a VEVE and wait on it than to join one of these projects right now.
No, I agree. And there is opportunity right now. Like HRO, people are making all kinds of money. It's just, it's not something that I'm willing to invest the time and research into to figure out when, guys, we're making videos every single day on VEVE. Like that's our videos.
There's people who've made all kinds of money on VEVE too, right? Yeah. So it's like, okay, if you joined in January, maybe not. We don't know where these guys are right now in their hype. Yeah. They can go through a hype cycle just like VEVE did.
And people are making money selling 50% off app on VEVE. So like, take that in. You're making money at 50%. But anyway, we're getting a little bit off track here. I'm going to pull it back. We understand that this was a big deal, that Recur came out with the cash out, and we think that it's good for VEVE. It'll help push them too and do all that. We're not running their business for them, but they can't have stuff like this keep happening either, where you have community or team members. Noah San is a popular VEVE member of the team on their Discord, and he's mentioning basically after this all happens, I don't have the link handy, but I understand New Zealand is enacting stricter requirements that will require things like stronger mandatory KYC, etc. And their provider is not compliant with. We need to make sure that everything is set before the company is in the green with New Zealand regulations. Then he says, and even if the law isn't enacted today, it probably wouldn't make any sense to go ahead with the current system if the law is going to be mandatory in a few weeks or months. You cannot say that and then have VEVE come back to the table with this tweet hours ago. Hey, VEVE fam, some quick FUD busting. KYC implementation is already underway. Payout has not been delayed. And Q2 priorities are web platform, KYC, and payout. You can't go and say that KYC is delayed in one avenue with somebody from your team and then come out on Twitter and say the complete opposite. To me, that's.
But what do you mean? They haven't given us a date. Payout is delayed. We don't even have a target date. Delayed from what? Relative to what?
Well, it's the context of this that he's saying it doesn't make sense for us to go ahead with what we have already done until we know for a fact what the strict regulations are in New Zealand. And then they're saying here that there's been nothing to cause delays when he clearly says that there's been delays from the New Zealand laws.
How can they say payout has not been delayed relative to what? They haven't explained to the community what day that was.
That too. So there's a lot of things here, but I guess
now I gotta add one more thing on this tweet. It says Q2 priorities, which is web platform, KYC, and payout, which is pretty interesting.
One thing's missing there. What's missing, Rob?
MCP is missing. It's the first thing that caught my eye when I read that, because they talked about they're hoping the MCP program will be implemented by the end of Q2. Now they did say, like no commitment to kind of like cover themselves in case they're hashtag soon, right?
We knew it wasn't coming when they say that, but regardless, the whole point I'm trying to make here is you get something on Discord, then you get the complete opposite thing on Twitter. So this you have to understand. It's not questioning the way that VEVE runs their business. It's questioning it's going to give people a question of their faith in the company when you're coming out with completely different things within 24 hours. Within 24 hours, you have different representatives saying different things. So I don't know who runs Twitter and who runs Discord or whatever, who the people involved are, but you got to be on the same page at least. Like, you can run the business how you want, but don't come out and say we're doing things on certain dates. Like, example, you just said it, MCP. You said it's coming Q2, and now you say Q2 priorities, and there's no mention of MCP. Don't come out with false promises. That's all. Like, we're not telling you run your business this way. Come out with MCP now, whenever. We don't care when you do it. Just don't come out with false promises, because that's the one thing that people are hating.
They like consistency, right? People like consistency. So obviously, you know, payout was promised. We get it in our comments all the time. A year ago, we're a year in, beyond now. So
yeah.
there are people out there that are just completely ready and fed up with it, right?
And there's a point that's been made, and I'm going to talk about it, is VEVE originally never planned for this. And they've mentioned it before, that this was supposed to be a collectible app tied to the OMI token, where it was going to eventually be NFT to OMI. I don't know if they even had it already. I think we heard that in the spaces. I don't know if it's true or not. They said they had it and then it got hacked or something. OMI to NFT, or I mean NFT,
yeah,
one of those.
I can't verify this, but supposedly they used to have that translation.
Yeah,
OMI, NFT, NFT, OMI. I wasn't around. And supposedly there was like a free gem scandal back then too.
Yeah.
So again, if anyone's listening knows about this, comment below. I heard that in the spaces. I was like, whoa! I'm like, this gem scandal has happened before. I'm like, that's different.
So
that's different.
The whole thing is that was the original plan, was to deal with OMI and never to really come into the fiat space, right? So to me, I understand the point when people say, okay, they pivoted and they went NFT to fiat to be the next goal. So that slowed down the process. And the fact that they're trying to do both eventually, NFT to OMI and NFT to fiat, it means that they're kind of splitting their focus. Once you commit to making that pivot, I feel like at that point you have to almost continue at the pace you were continuing with the original plan. But if you're going to decide to do both, you better be ready to do both. If you're not ready to do both, stick to your plan.
It's that they made promises to the community that they didn't deliver on. So when they made a decision to take that direction, they still made a promise, and they are now late by quite some time. And also, that's what's leading to some. That's what's leading to some of that FUD.
It also shows some lack of conviction in your original plan. Your original plan was NFT to OMI, and then the community wanted the fiat. Okay, that's fine. But if you can't deliver on it, maybe wait until you can deliver on it and don't even mention that you're bringing it. Continue on your pace. Do the NFT to OMI, but run the business how you want to run it. If you're going to do it like this, that's fine. We still believe in the project long term. It's just I just want to point out why there might be some backlash from the community, and you're not going to stop that by making false promises, like Rob just said.
I think it's pretty obvious that I mean, like if we're going to say that they can't deliver on something because they're focused on, like, every company is in this exact situation. We know how it goes, right? There's all these different projects. You're trying to get them all done at the same time. There's only so many resources. Maybe their success has outpaced their ability to deliver. That I saw a LinkedIn article of them trying to hire a marketing person, which would be great because VEVE is not being marketed at all. When they finally market, it's almost like that haymaker event.
They don't need to right now. They're selling out every drop. They sold out today's drop, which I don't see being a long-term.
It's true.
I don't know, maybe long
with the people on the app right now, they're selling out. But if they want to think big, they're going to have to market. But they're not going to market. They're not ready yet.
Until they need to. Yeah, exactly. And okay, so some people also, they come at us sometimes and they'll say that we FUD our own investment. Why are you doing that? Why would you FUD your own investment? Now, we're not FUDing anything, all right? We bring up critical points that we feel like need to be heard because we care. All we do is talk about VEVE every single day, and we want it to be as successful as possible. We're not trying to tell people how to run the business. We're just trying to get them to commit to their promises and maybe deliver on certain things that might help smooth over the community. We're in touch with your guys' comments, so we know kind of the pulse of how you guys are feeling. So when we're making a video that you guys call FUD, it's not really to FUD our investment. It's more to bring to light what you guys are feeling. Joe and Rob on YouTube are not going to tank the VEVE market. Okay, and if we are, there's bigger problems. If we're able to tank,
we're not going to be able to do it yet.
Man, okay, maybe not yet, but if we're able to tank the market with a video that we make, then VEVE's got way bigger problems, because you guys have to have conviction in your place. If you think that a video we put out where we say VEVE's going to zero until they do MCP, and then you say, oh my gosh, let me sell all my collectibles. First of all, it's never financial advice. But second of all, if you believe in a project, you're not selling all your collectibles.
Well, we made a video on March 19th, okay, which said that all your VEVE collectibles are going to zero, not clickbait, okay, in brackets, okay? That video is one of our most disliked videos that we have. Only 80% liked, which makes sense because we're saying something negative. And we are VEVE fans. So sometimes it's the opposite of why would you say something negative. But the reason why we said this, we made this video, was because we recognized a major problem happening specifically with the off-app market, the off-app gem market, which then led to a bot problem. And then all these problems that were the off-app gem market was causing all these problems. It was because of that video that we just brought this issue to light. The market is structured in such a way that we're just bringing up our thoughts on what we think needs to happen for this to change. And I believe that VEVE will make it happen. I really do. So to answer the question of Recur right now, I'm still all VEVE, even though despite these challenges that they have to overcome.
Yeah. And any videos that we do where it's maybe negative tone or negative thumbnail, it's not that we're mad at VEVE or we're mad with what they're doing. We're bringing to light your comments, like I said. We have to be critical, especially because we care. But be honest with you, we don't mind the prices how they are, and we don't mind the direction that the prices are going right now. The metaverse is not even fully available. It won't be for some time. Utility of NFTs is not even really a thing yet. There's been a little bit of here and there. You've had some Disney Plus subscriptions, blah, 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 but nothing crazy. So right now, I can load my bags at low prices. Why am I complaining? There's so much potential with the utility. Yeah. Renting, the metaverse is very, very small. NFTs, even the NFT space is so small and underdeveloped. There's so much potential here. And here's another thing though, we are the community. So I don't know about you, like the team at VEVE, obviously they're highly skilled. They are. Look how far they've come. Okay, yep. You can criticize them, but they've come this far. They are skilled. And they have the best NFTs. They have the best looking NFTs in the world right now. And they have Disney. So when you're that skilled, sometimes when your community puts pressure on you and lights a fire under you, you will then actually rise up and achieve more than you thought you could have because you're being pushed by the community. None of the things the community is saying is bad for VEVE. It's all good for VEVE. Everybody wants the same thing. And they all care. So like, for example, Darnell in the comments comes and brings a point to us and says, listen, if they don't fix this. He's a chirper. He's going to chirp us now after this. I'm telling you. If they don't fix this. He's a chirper. If they don't fix this, then we're going to be in trouble here, right? Well, the Yizzle kid's the MTL guy. Him too. Whatever. All of them. If they bring their comment to VEVE and they at them on Twitter, they might not hear about it, right? But if you get a video with 4,000 views and 300 comments of people saying, yeah, I agree, maybe VEVE is going to pick that up, right? So we're going to try and bring your comments to light as best we can. At the same time, remember, at all times, me and Rob are pro VEVE. All we want is this project to do well in the long term. But right now, if it does poorly and it just keeps doing if it still has its underlying value of being an augmented reality app, of having utility eventually, and coming they gotta carry forward on some of these promises just to show that they're still on the roadmap. Their short-term success along the way to the long-term vision. That short-term success is important to keep people interested and invested in VEVE and grow it slowly. We're not going to see that huge growth, but one day there's going to be a metaverse. And I really believe that people are going to want to have the products that are there right now integrated into their life. Now, what's to say Disney cannot make their own metaverse? Well, they might, but what we've seen what Disney likes to do is they like using other companies as a test run. So they're still many years away, I think, from really going all in and developing. Like I see it a lot as almost like a Netflix, Disney Plus kind of situation where they're using VEVE right now. I haven't seen their NFTs being licensed out anywhere else. It can change, but as of now, that's the only place it is. They want to almost test it out because they have the best technology right now. Yeah, so I don't know. I think that we got out what we wanted to talk about. Basically said everything I had to say, and I think, I don't know, you got everything off your chest. Basically, at the end of the day, we're pro VEVE. We're not on HRO, so don't follow that account. And guys, we want the best for the project. Yeah, and it was Foster that was saying on the space yesterday, and I messaged him to let him know that I agree with him. Yeah. He was saying that just because another NFT project achieves something that VEVE needs to achieve, he's right. It's not a bad thing. It's going to rise up all the NFTs. Now, the only message that I want to say is that when you know something's possible, you will try harder to achieve it because you know it's been done before. And now we know 10% is too expensive. But right? I don't know if they're going to go off. I don't know if they'll change that. Just saying. I'm just saying. You can compare their NFTs to the NFTs that we have on VEVE, And I don't think there's a comparison. So I think they have every right to charge whatever they want.
Well, the MTL, they blame the MTL provider. So maybe they got the wrong MTL provider. They're going to look over there and say, how are you guys doing it for $25?
Exactly. And you're right. Maybe they will. But maybe they won't. And you can't blame them because they've gotten us this far with this type of quality NFTs on their own with the team that they have. So you can't really blame them in that regard, right?
And like you said, it's their business. Maybe they have a part of that 10%.
Yeah. Who knows?
Right?
Let them do what they're doing. They can get as much money as they want. Just hopefully it all works out and the promises that they have made do come to fruition, even if it's in 5 years, even if it's in 10 years, as long as it happens.
Things take time to develop. So if you're expecting next month, I mean, anything could happen, but things take time to develop.
That's the gripe when they say it's going to happen in Q2 and it doesn't. That's the problem that we have. Like it's nothing to do with the business. It's to do with the marketing and how they're dealing with their customers.
We're supposed to have a Q system drop right now. Don't forget in April. They said a Q system drop. Let's see if it comes.
Early Q2.
That's what they said.
I guess. So guys.
No, they said April. They said April.
Yeah, they did say April.
The test in April.
And then May will be right. Yeah, okay. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This is a little bit of a rant video, but I think it had to be said. There's been a lot of talking back and forth on Twitter, and we haven't really ever mentioned another app other than VEVE. So I'm glad that we were able to talk about HRO a little bit and Recur. And
which I will not join.
Yeah, we're not going to be on there. We're not on there. Don't follow anybody with our name unless they're really cool dudes. Then go follow them.
And I'm sure those projects will do well long term. But I'm going to focus on what I think is going to be, which will rise above the other projects. Basically, this is what I'm going to do.
So guys, there's one thing left to do.
You got to join the Superstar fam. Smash that subscribe button. Hit the like button. This video, we shared a lot of opinions. We love to hear from you guys. Please comment below. Let us know what you guys think about this video. Let us know what you think about this whole MTL Recur getting cash out situation. Let us know what you think about other NFT projects. Are you joining them? Are you still pro VEVE? I'm assuming you probably are if you're watching this video. But let us know below your thoughts, and we would love to have a conversation about it. And let's share our knowledge and see what we all can come up with. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.